count it down for us so we'll be ready.
And 1, 2, 3. Welcome everyone to the Honey Hive podcast. This will be episode 2, conspiracy theories. Thank you everyone who is here. Either you're here in the Discord call, or you're listening on Anchor, or Spotify, or Apple Music. I appreciate you for being here, and thank you for supporting the podcast. I'm me, Miss Honey 420, your little host over here. And I have my 2 co-hosts, my really good friends, part of the OG family as well. We have Skategamer OG and MrSteve. Why don't you guys say hi?
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
What's up?
So today, me and Steve and Skate, we prepared to talk about we prepared, kind of. Kind of, sort of. We did a little bit research because most of us kind of know a little bit about these conspiracy theories, but yeah. But before we jump into that, I wanted to just talk about what's going on in the gaming world, the movie world. I can't wait for Texas Chainsaw Massacre to come out tomorrow on Netflix. I almost said Spotify.
Tomorrow, yeah, that's gonna be dope.
The trailer looks dope. I was like, oh, yeah. What?
Hopefully it's gonna be dope, but they've already made that movie like 4 or 5
right?
times.
Like the fuck? That's like making Jason again. It's like, no.
Yeah. I don't have any high expectations.
Neither do I.
Either way, they start off over and over and
right?
over
Like,
again.
fuck, dude.
Well, I guess they're gonna keep remaking it until they get it the way they want it.
Yeah, hopefully they get it right this time.
Yeah.
I kind of have a little bit of faith in Netflix because they actually do pretty good movies.
Netflix is pretty good. They're pretty good at.
Yeah, they are.
Getting their point across. So I think it should be a good movie.
You know what, Miss Honey, I got a question. Since we're going to talk about movies in a minute.
Sure.
Using today's technology, what older movie could be remade with today's technology?
That's a good question.
Like for me,
Back to the Future. That's the one I would. That's the one I would do.
You
Back
bitch.
to the Future.
You bitch. That's one of my favorite fucking movies.
Instantly, like with today's technology, definitely, I would redo the Back to the Future.
What would you do, Steve?
Christine.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I read the book. I know what that is. Huh. Okay. Damn it. So what would I remake? Fucking Skate took mine. I would say Fifth Element, but like that, it was still good.
That would be a good one though, because I love that.
Because I can be like getting ready to go to work and that comes on TV and I just stop. I'm like, I don't want to go. I love that movie.
That I think would be good, but it's kind of a cult classic. A lot of people didn't really like that movie.
What is it?
The Running Man.
I don't think I've seen that.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh Lord, yeah, I didn't see that. I don't think I've seen that.
Running Man. I think that would be good. Yeah. I think that would be a good one to remake.
So what are you guys excited for in the gaming world? Any new games?
Yeah, there's a game that I saw that I recently just saw on TikTok called Shifu.
I think I've heard of
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone's been playing that.
Everybody's been playing it.
For me,
it really looks good. Looks really good.
For me, there's a scene I saw on TikTok where this girl was playing it, and it took a scene from a martial arts movie called Oh Boy and basically just remade that whole scene into a game, and that sold me right away. I was like, I need this game.
Oh wow. Yeah. I'm playing Dying Light 2. It's really good so far. I haven't played much of it, but
really?
I'm really liking it.
I haven't been playing anything new per se. Well, it's new to me. Like if no one knows, Miss Honey 420 and Skate is also like this too. We call each other. What do we call each other? We're game
addicts.
We're game addicts to the point where like I will see a game, especially if it's on sale. I'm even more intrigued, and I will buy it. And then I'll play it for a little bit, or I won't play it at all, and I'll say, oh, I'll save this for stream, and then I don't touch it ever again. So recently I kind of started gaming. I was like playing the game for like a long time last weekend. I didn't realize. But I was this guy is fucking streaming a movie on Twitter. Crazy. Sorry you guys. I'm trying to do a tweet and I see someone is literally doing a watch party on fucking Twitter. 28,000 people. Well, he does have a check mark next to his name. So I believe he's an actor or a celebrity, so that's probably why he's able to do it.
Yeah, I don't
it's a promotional stream from Epics. Okay, that's probably why. Wow, I'm such an ADHD motherfucker. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we are game addicts. I have games on my Switch, on my PlayStation 5, my Xbox that I haven't touched in a while, or I played a little bit of it. And one of the games I would say I have Last of Us 2. I have yet to finish or even go further in the story. I have the Assassin's Creed one, Valhalla. I restarted the story a couple of times, and And then just recently, I've been started playing Cyberpunk again, and I fell in love, and I'm actually kind of hooked. I'm kind of itching to play again. I might play it tonight after the podcast. But yeah, that's what's going on. And then I can't wait to for what is that game called? Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, that's definitely on my radar as well.
Because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so I cannot wait.
Next week, that Tiny Tina game is coming out. If anybody loves Borderlands, definitely check it out.
See, I want to get into that. I've never played that game.
Man, Borderlands is amazing. Like the story alone,
I've
the
heard.
characters are so funny. They
remind me of those Telltale games, the way it looks.
Well, there is the Telltale Borderlands, Tales of the Borderlands.
Oh,
there is one. Yeah, there's one. There's a Telltale game. It's called Tales of the Borderlands.
Okay.
It actually takes place in between 2 and 3.
Nice. What about you, Steve? Steve.
I'm not like y'all. I used to be one, but now it's more of a movie addict for me.
So what movie are you excited to see?
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, yeah, I heard that Professor Charles, whatever his name is his voice.
Professor X.
Yeah, Professor X. He was his voice was in the trailer.
Stewart. Yeah, Patrick Stewart. Yeah.
No, they've said there are multiple cameos in here because they're gonna try to bring the X-Men, and this is the way.
Tom Cruise is supposedly in it as well.
Really?
We'll see. Yeah.
He's supposed to be superior Iron Man.
I did not know that. That was a shocker. What?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cameos.
And Deadpool is supposed to be in it for a little bit.
Yeah. Wow. I guess they're trying to tie in the whole universe, you know?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Did you ever watch Spider-Man Homecoming yet, Miss Honey?
No, I haven't.
Homecoming. Oh, Lord.
What? I'm sorry. I'm behind on a lot of shit. The fuck? But yeah. So should we get right into it? Start talking about our favorite conspiracies.
Who's first?
I can probably go first since mine is like more of a list, and then we can go off from there, or we can save the list for the end.
Okay.
Whichever you want to do.
It's your world. We're just squirrels trying to get in there.
Shut up. Fucking Steve.
Yeah, that would be a Steve.
Right? That would. What the fuck? I don't know. Whoever wants to go first. Or you want me to go first since this is my podcast?
You just said you were gonna go first.
Oh,
you said you were gonna go first.
Okay.
Come on, Doug.
Shut up.
You know, every time you have an ADHD moment, I'm gonna call you Doug.
Okay. Well, since I didn't really fully research a lot about the conspiracy. Even I know about a few, but I just didn't want to just talk about them and sound like an ass. So I came across this article online. It has a list of 13 biggest conspiracy theories, and let's talk about them. Let me see. How does this list go? Is that the first one? Wait, or is it just talking about it? I'm so confused. Okay. Oh, this one, yes. I highly say that this is a true conspiracy theory. The first one looks like is 9/11 conspiracy theory, and it says that there is evidence of overwhelming that the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001 were indeed a result of a conspiracy on Osama bin Laden and a crew of mostly Saudi hijackers. Basically, everyone thinks that wasn't them, it was our own government who did it and covered it up. And I believe that. There's a lot of... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I know. Just go. Go ahead.
All right. So, I was there that day. Like
in New York.
In New York. Yeah, I was literally I was on 23rd Street in the West Side Highway when it happened.
Oh shit.
Like I literally just got to work.
Oh shit.
I had flew in the day before from a contest that I was at, and I went to work, and I was in my office, and I had the TV going on, and like I honestly thought it was a movie going on.
That's what it looked like.
The plane
It did.
crashed into the first one, and I'm like, is this real? So I literally went outside, and you can see the building. You can see the building was on fire. I seen the second plane hit. Well, I didn't actually see the plane hit. I saw the explosion because it hit from a different angle from where I was. And that day is like surreal. Like I remember every single thing that happened that day.
Jeez.
My girlfriend at the time worked like right across the street from the World Trade Center. So I was trying to get to the World Trade Center, and eventually I think I got to like 14th Street, and then the cops stopped us and told us we had to go back. I was literally stuck in Manhattan for like 2 days.
I believe it. Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
I will never forget that day.
As you shouldn't. That was like a huge part in our country's history. Jesus Christ. I was in the 10th grade when that happened. I remember that day like it was yesterday.
I was suspended from school and like skate when I woke up and turned on the TV. I thought it was a movie, and I'm just sitting there watching it like it's a movie. And just changing channels, and it's like in everyone, and I'm like, oh shit, this is real. This is not a movie. This is real.
Yeah. It's crazy. Okay, so the next item on the list is Princess Diana's murder. So let me see, what does it say? So it says, unlike many conspiracy theories, though this one had a billionaire promoting it, Mohammed Al-Fayed, the father of Dodi Al-Fayed, who was killed along with Diana, claims that the accident was in fact an assassination by British intelligence agencies at the request of the royal family.
Yeah.
So that's
That's the thing.
But why would they have her killed though? Is it because like they were already divorced and shit? So why kill her? Leave her alone. They didn't like her anyway from the beginning. So
I think she was talking. She was about to tell all about the royal family.
Oh.
She knew the secrets. You know, she knew the secrets.
Yeah, and they don't want those. They don't want that shit out. They don't want that shit out.
Yeah, I was young when that happened.
Yeah, so was I. It was really sad. Okay, another one. Conspiracy theory on subliminal advertising. Interesting. What does this say?
And it's supposed to be illegal, but I'm pretty sure that they do it.
Is that like Facebook when you're really just thinking about something and you talk about it and then you go on Facebook and there it is like.
No, that's more of like Big Brother listening. Yeah.
Well, they are listening though. They are listening though. That happened to me. Like me and my nursing friends one time we were talking about I think breasts or bras. And then so I go to open up my Facebook and I'm scrolling and on my timeline was an advertisement about breast cancer or something about breasts. I was like, what the fuck? We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
That shit's so weird.
Like, remember the other night I was talking about like how the ads on YouTube, like they don't they show me a bunch of different ads and never ads of what I like.
Yeah.
And then like the last couple of days, it's only been video game ads. So I don't know.
They heard you. They're like, oh, skates onto us. Let's change. We are YouTube. We gotta change. Oh my god. I don't know where that came from, but
That's what you sounded like a couple of days ago when your internet went out.
I know. I was so pissed. That was when we were supposed to record the podcast. And right, literally, when we're about to get ready, my internet goes bye bye for like 2 hours. Oh, this next one, I believe it definitely was a conspiracy theory. The moon landing hoax.
Oh yeah. My phone has more technology than that whole spaceship. Come on, you can't tell me.
Yep, it says NASA landed astronauts on the moon in 1969. By the 1970s, a bizarre conspiracy emerged that the moon landing never happened.
I don't think it happened.
I don't think it did. I saw a video of them like recording like some promo shit, and like they were supposed to be on the moon when they were doing this, and they weren't. You can tell they were like on a live stage. It was so weird. I was like, what the fuck?
Don't get me wrong. I think they have been to the moon. I just don't think they went then.
Yeah.
You know, I think they've been going to the moon.
Well, yeah, of course. But just that particular year and that time that it happened, y'all motherfuckers didn't do anything.
They probably got a whole colony on the moon. You know?
Okay, so this...
Go ahead. But like what me and Miss Honey talked about one time was like, yeah, we've been to the moon, but why haven't we gone back?
Oh, we've been back.
No,
they
but...
just don't tell us about it.
I think we haven't been back because they found something, which is why we're focusing our effort on Mars.
No, I think they have. I think they've been going back
without people knowing,
without anybody knowing. You know, just
you think they're building like a colony and shit, and then they're going to Mars to do the same thing. So then, when everyone realizes what's going on, America has 2 colonies on 2 planets. That would be well, yeah. We need to get the fuck off this planet.
You know. No. They're getting off the planet. They ain't taking us with them.
Oh yeah, true.
That's why
all these rich people are starting to make spaceships and go to space.
Yeah, and I heard that they're building a space movie studio, and there's going to be like a space. Yeah, there's going to be like a space hotel that you can stay in and shit. Like it's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the future is here.
It's for the super rich. Everybody else
basically.
You know how we say everybody's going to space. Besides, we're talking about space right now.
Yeah.
But my favorite conspiracy is when NASA was founded, maybe the year or 2 before.
I know what you're about to
we
say.
We were exploring the ocean.
Yes, I did not realize that, and then we stopped, and then we focused on the moon. That means they found something.
What did they find down there?
Thank you. We don't know.
Because they say 90% of the ocean is not explored, so it got me thinking too. Like, what did we find that now it's got people saying we got to get the fuck off this planet?
There's also the conspiracy that we may not be from this planet.
I know we're not. I don't think we are.
Like, because every animal on this planet has some type of ability where they interact with the planet. Like birds, when they fly south, they can tell when the weather's gonna change, and like animals can see, or they have like a sixth sense on what's going on in their environment. Humans don't, you know, unless we tune it out because of all the technology and stuff.
Exactly.
I never thought of that. Wow.
Right?
Yeah, like
emotional damage.
Like, you know, birds know when there's a volcano coming or when there's an earthquake.
Yeah, the dogs will start barking and shit.
Yeah.
Like one of the stories I heard about the Indonesia tsunami is that leading up to that tsunami coming, all the animals just took off running.
Yeah,
to higher ground.
They knew it was coming. We don't know when stuff like that is coming.
It's too late.
We use science, to predict it, but like as far as sensing it, no, we can't sense that type of stuff. So, it's possible that we are the aliens, because let's be honest, humans are kind of...
Well, yeah, you see in 2020 when the whole Earth was on lockdown, the Earth started like improving.
Healing itself,
Pollution
yeah,
was
it started
improving.
healing.
Like the Earth was healing itself already in that small, that short amount of time. That right there should tell you. Oh, there's a fucking police chase. God damn it! Okay, I'm sorry.
ADD.
God, sorry.
All right, Doug.
Shut up. Okay, so we'll move on to the next conspiracy theory. This one kind of reminds me of the whole Mandela one, Paul McCartney's death. It says Paul McCartney is not dead. Until mid-2019, he was still touring. In fact, he probably still would be if the coronavirus pandemic hadn't canceled his gigs. He gives interviews, he has a website, he occasionally appears in the tabloids. Pretty good for a guy that some conspiracy theorists think that he died. Yeah, they think that he died in 1966.
When did he die?
Wait, hold on.
He's still alive?
Wait, wait, I know. Wait. The Paul is dead conspiracy goes something like this. On November 9th, 1966, Paul McCartney got into an argument with the other Beatles, stormed out of the studio, and was promptly decapitated in a car accident. To cover the whole thing up, the band hired a look-alike and sound-alike. After going through all this trouble, though, the band then took great pains to drop clues in their albums and lyrics to hint to the public that something was amiss. For example, on the cover of the Abbey Road album, all four Beatles are photographed striding across a zebra crossing, but only Paul McCartney is barefoot and out of step with the other three. This might mean something, right? Despite public denials by the band and many public appearances by McCartney, fans couldn't just let it be and came together to look for more clues. What?
That is a new one to me. I've never.
That's
heard
a new one for real. I've never heard that.
So this one is reversed. People are saying that he died in 1966, and whoever Paul McCartney is a lookalike. So, and that there's I mean, I kind of heard this, that there's clues in certain songs too from that era that they're talking about that he died, or I don't know. It's just weird. That's weird.
Wow, that is weird. I've never heard that conspiracy theory ever in
Emotional damage.
Wow.
Oh God. Okay, so this next one we've all heard, and I kind of believe it, but maybe not. Okay, the next one is about John F. Kennedy's assassination. Yeah, this one says John F. Kennedy was shot in 1963 in a Dallas motorcade. But did Lee Harvey Oswald act alone, or was there a second gunman on the grassy knoll? These questions are the gateway to a vast arena of conspiracy theories that have spawned endless speculation in hundreds of books, articles, and films. It didn't help that Lee Harvey Oswald was murdered in the basement of the Dallas police. He was?
Yeah, he was. But here's the thing. I don't think Lee Harvey Oswald did it at all. Honestly, I think...
Well, yeah, they said that he was, while being surrounded by police officers only 2 days after the assassination, and by a guy with ties to the mob. The whole thing stunk, and people figured. Plenty of shadow culprits have been suggested as the masterminds of the Kennedy assassination. Fidel Castro's government, or maybe anti-Castro activists, or organized crime, or the CIA, or Vice President Lyndon Johnson. Well, the thing about presidents is it turns out they have a lot of enemies. Duh.
Yeah. But let's be honest, Kennedy wasn't very popular.
No, he wasn't.
He was all about civil rights. You know how our country is about civil rights.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so.
Yeah, of course, there's the grassy knoll. I know there's a story about that maybe right before Kennedy got shot, there's a woman taking a picture of something else.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been trying to identify that woman for so long, but they cannot find her. And I think she's called the woman in the Baba Niche or something. Because she's looking at something else and taking a photo. And
I don't really have much on that topic, just because that happened way before my time, you know?
Yeah, same here. Okay, the next one is the Roswell crash and cover-up. So this says... this one was like, there is one fact that almost all skeptics and believers agree on. Something crashed on a remote ranch outside of Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. The government at first claimed it was some sort of saucer, then retracted the statement and claimed it was really a weather balloon. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yet the best evidence suggests that it was neither a flying saucer nor a weather balloon, but instead a high-altitude, top-secret military balloon dubbed Project Mogul. The fuck? As it turns out, descriptions of the wreckage, first reported by the original eyewitnesses, very closely match photos of the Project Mogul balloons. Wait. So the stories about a crashed alien bodies did not surface until decades later. In fact, no one considered the Roswell crash as anything extraterrestrial or unusual until 30 years later. It says there was indeed a cover-up, but it did not hide a crashed saucer. Instead, it hid a Cold War era spying program. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That just erased everything that I knew about.
Right?
Roswell.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Now releasing this sounds like a cover up.
Aliens have definitely visited this planet.
Well, of course, yeah. The government finally came. I was so happy when they did. I was like, wait, am I live right now? Like, what's happening? Like,
But did they though?
no, like the thing is that they said that they did, but when they announced it, we were too concerned about COVID. So like it was announced, but it was like, okay, we'll announce it during the pandemic, so people don't really know
how busy we are in COVID. That would have been front page news.
I know, but that wasn't though.
Exactly.
It was just like, oh, in other news, the government said that there's aliens. Oh, and after this break, a fucking fiery crash on this. Like, what, bitch? What the rewind? What did you just say?
Yeah,
like you said,
What the fuck?
It was basically like COVID. How can I say? COVID cases have gone up. And in other breaking news,
Right?
aliens are real.
After this break, we're going to talk about Kobe's death.
Focus more on the aliens are real part than
Only the true motherfuckers would have focused on that. Other people would be like, okay, what's going on with COVID? Can I go out now? It's like, no, bitch. Aliens are real. Who cares about COVID? Shit.
They're constantly trying to distract us from what's really going on. So,
right?
So I wouldn't put it past them, honestly.
Oh, God. This next one, I don't really get. What were you going to say, Steve?
Oh, my favorite aliens that visit us is the Phoenix Lights.
Oh. Yeah, because it was seen by a whole fucking city. How can he fake that?
Yeah, there's multiple videos of these lights.
I don't know. These next two conspiracy theories on this list, I don't know. Like this next one says Protocols of the Elders of Zion. What the fuck is that?
Don't tell me it's them people that believe that somebody's gonna come get us on a certain day before we all get destroyed.
No, it says the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion is a hoaxed anti-Semitic book that reported to reveal a Jewish conspiracy to achieve world domination. What the fuck? It said it first appeared in Russia in 1905.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that either. The fuck?
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna move past that one. And then this next one, I still don't really know what the fuck it's about. The Satanic Panic. What?
The Satanic Panic.
It says for years during the 1980s and 1990s, America became convinced that an underground network of Satanists was working together to kidnap, torture, and abuse children. None of it was real, but the conspiracy theories destroy lives and livelihoods. What the fuck?
Sounds a lot like that whole QAnon conspiracy.
No, it says Geraldo Rivera, he covered something, an NBC special called Devil Worship, Exposing Satan's Underground, which aired in 1988. This happened in the 1980s, early 1990s.
Yeah, but I'm saying, could that possibly be where the whole QAnon was started? Because
QAnon? What the fuck? No, that sounds familiar. What? Isn't that a cult or something?
They believe that there are
I think I know what to say.
Blood-sucking.
What?
That's what they believe.
What the fuck is wrong with people, dude? The fuck?
Those are the same people that are waiting for John F. Kennedy to come back to life.
Oh my god, I can't believe that's a thing.
Yeah, people are.
I saw that.
They
saw
are
that.
waiting for John F. Kennedy to come back to life. These people are fucking mad. They lost their minds. You just say.
Oh my god.
About there are people that believe that our nation's top people have been replaced by reptiles or.
Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Have you heard about that, Miss Honey? Our top nations.
Yeah, I heard. I don't know how I feel because Ancient Aliens touched on that, and I'm just like, yeah, that's one. I don't think that's true. I don't think we're reptiles.
Yeah.
And then like I've seen videos where like, oh, if you look closely, they transform. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't see nothing. What the fuck? You're looking way too hard at this. Like what?
When I see a video like that, I think you haven't blinked in a while, so I think your eyes are fucked up right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this next conspiracy thing. Okay, this is okay. Let me scroll. I passed one. The next one, and we actually just talked about this before we started recording. Chemtrails.
Yeah, that's definitely real.
So what is
planes all the time? It's like chemicals.
Actually, wait. Now that I think about it, I used to see them a lot in LA, and I don't.
See that shit all the time.
I don't see them anymore.
Planes just spewing fucking fuel or whatever the hell they're putting into the atmosphere.
It says okay. Go ahead.
I live in the South. I see them at least every 2 days.
I don't remember. I used to see them a lot. I don't remember seeing them anymore. I'm gonna have to pay more attention to the skies.
Yeah, I see them all the time.
But if no one knows what you're talking about, chemtrails, it says... It said, okay, but to some conspiracy theorists, these condensation trails are much more nefarious. The chemtrails conspiracy theory holds that condensation trails are full of chemicals that scientists and governments are seeding into the atmosphere. Why? Pick your reason. It might be biological warfare or population control, geoengineering, or an attempt to manipulate the weather, which is a real thing because they have stations around the world. One is by Puerto Rico. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, they do control the. They do. That's why we've been having so many like hurricanes and shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I think that's what I think the chemtrails are for, to manipulate the weather.
Yeah. I don't think it's for anything else. If it's for biological warfare, that means they're going to be killing us. What the fuck?
We'd have been dead a long time ago. If that's the case.
Exactly. Wait, what? This okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about this next conspiracy theory. What the fuck is this list? It says birds aren't real.
How the fuck? So wait a minute. So what's all this chicken we've been eating?
Okay, listen. It says, it says, like even the first few sentences says, when is a conspiracy not a conspiracy? When it's an elaborate piece of performance art. Or does that make it even more of a conspiracy theory? It says the birds aren't real. Conspiracy is a movement developed by Peter whatever, who started spreading the idea in 2017. Oh, this is a recent one. Until December 2021 interview in New York Times, he stated that as a true believer, insisting in media interviews and online that birds aren't real, but rather they are surveillance drones by the U.S. government. Okay, I'm done. What the fuck? I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
That guy, he needs help.
What the fuck? Birds are real, you stupid idiot. Go visit a fucking zoo. Are you kidding me right now?
Crazy. I swear, crazy.
Oh no, they're surveillance drones by the U.S. Shut the fuck down, dude.
Yeah.
Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Or drink the Kool-Aid, get the fuck off Earth. Like, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna maybe kind of believe it, maybe not. Because
Steve, no.
Steve! No. Hold on.
No. We got drones for that. You know what I'm saying? We need to do that to birds.
Let me explain real quick.
Go.
If they want to spy on you, all they got to do is tap into your cell phone.
Wait, Skate, let him talk.
Yeah, all right, good. I'm sorry.
The only reason why is because like there's a report that out of nowhere, I cannot remember what country, but close to 200 birds just dropped out of the air.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Wait. What was that at again?
Poisoning.
See,
I can't remember.
Because they just said that in Kentucky and somewhere else there's like a bird flu going on. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, is that why the birds just flew out of the sky like that? But it literally looked like God was like, I don't like this shit, do over, and the birds went boom, like down to the ground. Some of them actually flew, the other ones were like dead. I was just like, what the fuck? What is going on?
That's crazy.
Okay, that's the kind of the end of that list. Part of the list is also COVID-19. I don't want to go into that.
Yeah, that's not.
Because it says COVID-19 and 5G. I'm not gonna touch on that. I'm not gonna waste you guys' brain cells. Oh, and another one is also Barack Obama's birth. That also should not be a conspiracy theory. Like, what the fuck?
Is that a conspiracy theory?
I don't know, but it is. It's on this fucking list.
He was born.
Jesus.
For some people, I bet you it's the name. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's the name, and they don't believe that he was born in Hawaii in 1961.
Oh my God, that is so stupid.
That's what the conspiracy says. It's like, okay, you should shut the fuck up.
You know who started that rumor, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to fucking entertain it. I was like, yeah, no.
He's an idiot himself. Like, let's be honest.
I'm good.
Let's not even go there.
Okay, so let's jump into one of you guys' conspiracy theory. That was my somewhat list of 13, but I ignored a few of them because, yeah, that's an insult to my intelligence. The fuck? The fuck?
I mean, I already got two brain cells fighting for one another, but you know.
Yeah.
Right? So do I. Shit. I don't want to waste them either. They're my precious babies.
Oh my God. That whole bird thing got me like.
Right? Birds aren't real. What? What, motherfucker?
Oh man.
But before we move on, apologize people who are listening to the audio only. I'm not gonna do video. I was, but no. But if anyone wants to chime in at any time, there's a button at the bottom where you can request to speak. We'll let you speak a little bit if it's one of the OG people and you want to actually sit through the podcast and chime in. You're more than welcome to, but just you need to hit the button to request to speak and we will let you. And then when you're done, if you want to move to audience, we can move you to the audience and you can just continue listening. Just FYI. But we will go on to our next conspiracy theory, which I know Steve and Skate researched a bit on their own. So who wants to go first? Steve or Skate?
I can go first. All right.
Yeah, go ahead. That's the one I was going to touch. One of the ones I was going to touch on.
Mm-hmm.
I just read down the list and I was like, wait, this is not what I want to touch on. So,
no worries.
I have to do more research real quick. So, go ahead, Skate.
Skategamer.
Right. Yeah. So, ancient aliens. Like honestly, I believe that most of the religion came from aliens. You know, it's just there's too many stories or the ancient people seeing like flying crafts and dragons and all types of stuff like that for it not to be some type of truth to it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Especially even if you think about like religion in a nutshell, like all of the stories, like each religion, it seems like just picks the stuff that they like and uses that as their base.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the whole story and look at all religions, it's all the same story, just told a little bit differently.
Yep.
To fit.
Yep.
Certain situations or to fit certain times.
And they all have the same story of like Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Which is actually, they prove that to be kind of real.
So I think it was some type of alien manipulation.
Yeah.
That started religion.
I believe that as well. I wholeheartedly believe that because I love Ancient Aliens. When it came out, I was just like, finally, my show. Like, oh my God.
That doesn't necessarily disprove a God.
No, it doesn't.
Some sorts, you know, because if in my eyes, like if God created everything, He created everything, the universe, everything, you know, so everything, which means he would have created those aliens as well. But those aliens were already intelligent, and they used their knowledge to manipulate the people here. maybe it was resources that they wanted, or who knows. But there was definitely some type of manipulation going on back then.
I wholeheartedly agree, because I know you were just watching one of the episodes where it talks about in ancient Egypt, to where like they were like really looking at like the pyramids and certain structures, and if you look, that shit is very precise.
Everything is precise.
You could even put paper in the little grooves, like it was laser cut. These stones were laser cut, and you don't see any markings of tools that they would have used. And then not only that, but then like a lot of the stones that they use, especially for pyramids of Giza, that's not native to that land. That had to come from like miles away. And you're talking about ancient Egypt. So how the fuck did you get these huge blocks of granite and shit to build this pyramid? Like, even to this day, it's 2022 and they still don't know how the fuck they built this shit. And that shit was like, come on.
I'm not necessarily saying that aliens built the pyramids, because I honestly believe that
I believe they do.
Humans were smarter back then than they are now. You know? Like,
no, definitely. Oh, God, I had that written down.
We have been dumbed down through time. You know, I believe that humans were way smarter.
Hold on. I'm like such a nerd. I wrote that down when we were watching. Here we go.
Now, you know, so with their limited technology, they were able to do a lot more because they used way more of their brains than we do now.
Yeah.
I believe through time we have started to use less and less of our brains, because I'm just saying, you got people waiting for dead people to come back to life. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, no, and to piggyback on what you just said, like, I was watching. I actually took notes. I did a little bit of research.
Listen.
Wes.
You know, you were talking about aliens and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what just happened?
Uh-oh. What? Say it.
My house, my neighborhood, all our lights just went off.
What the fuck?
I'm literally sitting in the dark.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Oh, God. No. Well, we're recording, so if something happens to you, we'll have a... I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Don't get scared. We're here.
Don't let them hurt you with anything.
Have a weapon in your hand or something. I don't know. You'll be alright.
If I disappear.
Shut up. Don't say that. No.
The Men in Black showed up. They were like, you know what? We'll take you. We'll take you first.
Okay, no, but to piggyback on what Skate was saying, yes, our ancestors were more intelligent back then. They're more technologically than history books give them. And there was a forgotten episode in human history, definitely, for sure. And in this particular episode, I think this was in episode 1, season 1 of Ancient Aliens, and he goes, "We are a species with amnesia. We don't really remember who we are." And that was deep. I was like, shit, that's actually facts. Because like, it kind of reminds me of like the era of MySpace. Why did we all of a sudden just knew how to code? And then now we don't remember that anymore because we're all on Facebook. But yeah, if you went to my MySpace profile, I had like a little music playlist. Music played when you came to my shit. Like, it was a whole thing. And I don't remember how I fucking knew how to do that. I wish I did. Because I was such in love with computers. I still am. But like back then, you couldn't tell me shit. I would figure it out myself until I couldn't. And then I asked my dad and my brother. But like, I don't know. Like, it's like, I think humans do have amnesia and we don't know what the fuck happened.
I wouldn't necessarily call it amnesia.
I would, because we literally did become dumb.
What's going on right now? I think it's exactly the same thing that's going on right now. You see how they're trying to change history. They're trying to limit what can be taught, so people forget all the shit that they did.
Oh God, don't get me started.
It's the same. It's just going back.
I can't wait. I can't wait to have a podcast.
It's going in a circle.
Episode about that, because me and Blaze were talking about the other day, and I brought about what happened with the natives and the whole Trail of Tears and the fucking.
Yeah, they don't want to teach any of
My
that.
God, dude. You know? Not only that, but just like America, period. We have a very bloody. I know this is going off topic, so whatever. But just run with it. like America has a very bloody ass history, from like us
yeah.
being slaves to what they did to the Japanese to
Yep.
what they did to the
Exactly.
Native Americans to countless of other races. But yet you wouldn't tell us go back to where I came from. No, motherfucker, you brought me here. Deal with it, bitch. What the fuck?
Or did they?
Like,
Or did
like
they?
I
What do you mean, or did they?
Conspiracy-
Don't tell me that's a fucking conspiracy theory. Don't sound like Kanye.
No, there are conspiracies that
We came here while we had a choice.
we were
The fuck
here,
out of here.
We were here already. We were
No.
American Indians.
Well, yeah, natives.
well.
I'm talking. Natives were here.
Yeah.
Yes, us Black Americans, we were not here. We were brought here against our fucking
No.
will.
There are conspiracy theories saying that Black Indians were originally here as well.
Well, then, okay, that probably so. But I'm just saying, majority of the other Black Americans weren't.
Like a lot
Or the
of
Africans.
the Cherokee Indians, they were darker than normal.
Well, because they
what you
all
said
lived on different. Go ahead, Steve.
like what you said about natives. Like
Okay.
I saw on Twitter where they said that the Trail of Tears, we were not forced. We were happy to go. If we were happy to go, why the fuck they call it Trail of Tears?
Yep. And if anyone doesn't know, Steve is native. He actually lives on a reservation currently in Mississippi.
Hi, y'all.
Wait. You guys didn't do any intros, huh?
No,
If not, I'll do it for you. What the fuck? If no one knows who these two are, they are my dear close friends, a part of the OG crew. We have some of the OG crew listening in the audience. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Skate, I've known Skate for a while. Goddamn, time flies. We bicker and shit. You hear Skate a lot in a lot of my clips on Twitch. It's just, it's like a brother's sister relationships. Like, I'll cuss him out. He'll get mad at me. He'll mute me in Discord because I'm being annoying and fucking disrespectful. And I'm laughing at the time until then. Yeah, basically. And then we have Mr. Steve here. I've known him a little bit longer than Skate. Met you through a Twitch partner's channel. I'm not going to say who she is. But, yeah, I met Steve and Retro. I see Retro. Don't cut yourself. Retro's cutting his head right now, or he's shaving his head. I met both of them in that Twitch partners community. I'm glad you guys are still here. I love you two so much. But yeah, this is Skate and Steve. You guys will hear them a lot on a lot of my shit because I consider them to be family. So yeah. But anyways, I know we digress from the topic a little bit, but they all coincide with each other because this country is fucked up. If they would give me a pass to go anywhere else, I would gladly leave.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Give me reparations to tell me I gotta
right?
leave. Gone tomorrow.
Yep.
You
Yep.
gotta ask.
Yep.
Fuck out of here.
Yep.
This country is crazy.
Steve, are you ready for your topic? Mr. Steve. This is a good long episode.
My topic is, of course, it has to do with space and the waters.
Oh, yeah.
The oceans. Because, like, you have one of my favorite conspiracies is when NASA was founded, maybe a year or two before that, we were exploring the ocean. You know, we found the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean that we can actually go to.
Mariana, yeah.
Yeah, I think I pronounced it wrong, I think.
It's okay.
But we found that. And then all of a sudden, we're going to go to space. See, we find something down there where we're like, we got to get the hell off this planet.
Yep.
Because you have stories from vessels disappearing, like in the Bermuda Triangle, the Devil's Sea in Japan. You have stories about the Kraken, like big ass octopus that came out and swallows ships. You have stories of that.
Which I believe is
You
real.
have stories of green light coming from like the horizon and just shooting up into the sky. So it makes me wonder, like, what
fuck
did
did
we
they
find?
find?
And you're telling me we cannot go to the bottom, the exact bottom of the ocean, but yeah, we have satellites that can go to Jupiter and survive on their surface for a good 5-10 minutes
Well, there's no
and take
surface
pictures.
FYI. So.
Well,
It's
one of
all
these big
gas.
ass planets, one of these big ass planets that our satellites can go in and take pictures of it,
Oh yeah.
but we can't go to it can survive that pressure, but we can't go to the bottom of the ocean.
The only one who did go to the bottom was James Cameron for Titanic.
I don't know if he did, but
Yeah, he did. I heard he did.
there's different parts of our ocean is vast.
Yeah,
and
there is.
There's deeper parts. Like there's literally mountains that are bigger than Everest underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
There's whole like cities and like
Hawaii
structures.
The volcano in Hawaii is bigger than Everest. It's just most of it is under the water.
Oh, and speaking about aliens, did y'all hear? I think 3-4 years ago, somebody took a picture of the bottom of the ocean, and there's an object in the ocean as clear as day. The dust, I think, an underground earthquake knocked the dust off and all that. And they say it looks like a craft in the ocean.
I wouldn't put it past. I'm pretty sure a lot of the alien crafts have crashed into our oceans.
Facts.
So and you got like I said, you got stories. Even in the Bible, it says at the end of the world, something's gonna come out of the ocean.
Yeah, that book needs to be a whole podcast episode. that book needs to be a whole podcast.
I'm not gonna lie. If y'all do a podcast, if y'all do an episode of the Bible, I was raised in the church since I was 21 years old.
I wasn't. I voted that shit like the plague. Even when I was little, I knew this shit was bullshit.
It just never seemed right to me. Like,
I would be sitting in church when I was like, I don't know, 8. I'll just be looking around like, really? You don't act like you got the ghost? Like, sit your black ass down. Like, the hell? Like, it just looked fake to me. Like, even back then. And it looks more so fake now that I'm an adult. So, like, yeah.
We're not going to touch on the religion.
No, I know.
But
that's another that's another episode.
Yeah, it's definitely another episode. But to go off what Steve was saying, like the Bermuda Triangle and everything, what about that fucking big ass hole in Antarctica that nobody ever wants to talk about?
My God, can we talk about Antarctica? If no one knows, I'm sure they don't. I didn't know until a few years ago. That kind of rhymed. Hey, I need to look it up. Actually, I need to say the exact number of countries. The Antarctica Treaty. Yes. Antarctica 20 of 1961.
You can't go a certain spot in Antarctica.
No, you can't go to Antarctica. Period.
You can't go to Antarctica. Period.
Period. Not certain spots. It's period.
Only scientists.
Yeah, only scientists. Yeah.
You have to be invited to go.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
Okay.
There is video of planes flying over a gigantic hole. Where does that hole go?
Okay, so here we go.
In the middle of our planet.
Here we go. So the main treaty happened in 1959, 1961, somewhere between there. It's weird. It says 12 countries are active in Antarctica during the International Geophysical Year. And they name the countries: Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Chile, France, Japan, New Zealand, Norway, South Africa, the Soviet Union, United Kingdom, and the United States. These countries had been established over 55-something stations. So basically the treaty, I'm trying to find it what's the purpose of the treaty? It was first arms control agreement during the Cold War. I thought the Cold War didn't start until the 70s. I'm confused.
No, it's like
60s?
Mid 60s.
Could this happen? Oh, could this happen in 1961? So
yeah, like the Cold War is like 60s.
So basically,
it ended in the 70s. No, it ended in the 80s. It ended with Reagan.
Something like that. Oh, there's even more countries. I'm scrolling down, I see. But basically, Antarctica and all these countries, there's a lot more. Because I scrolled down, I saw a lot more other countries that were added. Basically, they all agreed as countries to... There's no tourism. You can't tourist Antarctica.
at all.
You can only go there for a scientific voyage, and you have to be approved and vetted and whatever. It's only military and scientists on Antarctica, and it's just very rare that that little piece of land is protected so well, and it's held like it's locked down. It's like worse than Area 51. It's crazy, and it makes you wonder what the fuck are they hiding. And that also kind of brings us to the conspiracy theory of Hollow Earth. What?
It's funny. If my power didn't go off, I would have a whole lot more notes. But
no, you're fine.
You got it though. The
Hollow Earth. Hold on, I can look it up right now.
Hollow Earth theory.
So if no one knows, if no one knows what Hollow Earth is, it deals with Antarctica, which is kind of why I started talking about it. I don't know the exact dates, but I know it was like in the 1900s or 1920s of a Navy
pilot. It was a Navy pilot.
No, not a pilot. He was like the highest form of a naval person. Fucking admiral. He was an admiral. He was a Navy admiral.
I mean, at the time he was a pilot, and then when he became an admiral, that's when he started telling.
Okay.
Something going on.
So he was a pilot at the time when it happened, and he was flying around that area, and then he just flew into this like hole or whatever in Antarctica, and the next thing you know, he looked around and he was transformed into a different Earth, aka Hollow Earth. And it basically means Hollow Earth is a concept proposing that the planet Earth is entirely hollow and contains a substantial interior surface. Oh, that's his name. Notably suggested by Edmund Halley in the late 17th century, the notion was disproven. I'm reading off of Wikipedia, so I don't know how real that is. But yeah, it's very interesting. When I heard about it, I was just like, I was like, what is Antarctica? I was like, people don't really talk about it. And I just started searching it myself, and I was just like, whoa. And I loved that Anthony Bourdain, bless his heart, there's an episode of one of his shows, his later show before he died, and he actually went to Antarctica. And he he showed like life on Antarctica and different parts of Antarctica, and it was interesting. I watched the episode so many times. I'll have to post a link somewhere to kind of show off. Or we might even watch that in Discord. It's really interesting because knowing that where he's going, and it's Anthony Bourdain. Of course, he did highlight the food because it's Anthony Bourdain. Why not? But he also talked about other stuff too, and it was really fucking interesting because it was gave you a glimpse on how life is on Antarctica with the scientists and military people.
You know, there's a TikTok.
Where did all these stories come from?
Where did what?
Journey to the center of the earth and stuff like that.
There you go. Exactly. There has to be some. It has to be some truth.
Stories I know. The human mind is crazy, and it imagination is very, very strong. But some of these stories, they're just how the hell did you think of that? You know, how? How is that even possible? It has to be based on some type of truth or something.
Basically,
they say, every story has a little bit of realism in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's loosely based on something.
Facts.
You know?
Yeah, and what you said about that airman, to piggyback off of it, he said that when he flew in there, it was just an advanced world. And he didn't say what it was. It was just everything was advanced.
And he knew it was different because obviously Antarctica is snow. And I think when he flew into that hole, it was a luscious green landscape or something like that.
And
what if the aliens are from there? What if the aliens are from there?
I'm sure they are.
From space.
No, you know what? Now that you mentioned, there is a theory. Like I said, I lost my notes when my power went off.
Okay.
But there's a theory. There is a theory that I read that aliens did come from the from Earth.
From Earth.
Yeah, from the Hollow Earth. That the aliens that people see are the aliens actually coming out and basically visiting.
That makes sense because there's a lot of different there's a lot of different spots on Earth where they come up from the ground. People see coming up from different lakes and shit, or cave systems and shit. It's what the fuck?
That's So maybe they disguise themselves as Bigfoot or Yetis,
Hey.
or
I mean, that's another episode I would love to touch on.
Nessie,
because I believe
a Loch Ness monster.
I believe in Bigfoot, because there's a huge following. Go on YouTube, you guys, and just type in 411 and you're welcome. Because as I was watching the 411 stories, it's basically about people disappearing, or like they disappear for a few hours, whatever, and it's all has to go around them being near a forest area. And you go even further, and some of them even some of the stories even say they saw a Bigfoot. There's one story I was listening, and they saw like a baby Bigfoot. It was maybe like a toddler, maybe like 8 years old, and shit. And like it just came towards them, and then in the blink of an eye, it disappears. And then there's a lot of stories too, which it's kind of disturbing. Like they would leave their 2-year-olds or like their below 5 children playing, and they're reading a book, and they look up, and their person is gone. And then you hear the little kid crying far away, and it gets further and further. And then they were searching for this one little kid, and then they finally found him in like a weird structure, like a makeshift like bedroom, like in a treehouse kind of. It was weird. And he was sleeping, and he doesn't remember anything about how he got there. Like, it's just weird. Like, 411, look it up. There's 2 books, I think, by like a detective who retired, and he came across these stories, and he became intrigued, and he actually made books. And there's tons of YouTubers who talk about these stories. I love true crime, which I definitely would love to do a true crime podcast. That would be amazing. But yeah,
for me, like I told you, like what you just told the podcast, I'm Native. We have stories about on my reservation, and that's why one of the things I told, like I said a couple days ago, when you go outside at night on the reservation, you don't whistle because you're calling something towards you. It's either Bigfoot or a skinwalker.
Now, can you explain what is a skinwalker? Like, well, exactly what is it? 'Cause it sounds crazy as fuck. But what is it to your tribe? Like, what?
Me, for us, we have medicine men. They basically like healers. And there's also bad medicine men that uses medicine to, harm people or something like that. And then
so like because they're so voodoo or something.
Something like that, but because they're bad, they actually can transform into it's. If y'all ever see the movie Antlers, that's what it is, a skinwalker too.
Oh, I want to see that. I was so happy when I saw that it was going to be on HBO Max. I remember you telling me about it, and one of my coworkers, she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to watch." I actually said she watched it, and she said that it was very scary, and she highly recommends to want everyone to watch it. She goes, the movie was good and scary, but sad as well. Is what she said.
Yeah, so they can transform into, dogs, wolves, anything in there. So when a skinwalker for us is like when that bad medicine man dies. And they become something.
Don't we have a word for that in English language? Especially you saying that they can turn into anything.
Demons.
Well, yeah, I don't. But for some reason, I'm thinking of a different term, especially that they can be like anyone.
Like shapeshifters.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, it's a shapeshifter. And when you watch movies, like I said, I'm a big movie fan. When you watch movies, they actually take some movies, some Native American lore. Like, y'all seen Pet Sematary?
Yes.
Yeah. That is actually from the Shinnecock Indians, actually.
Yeah, when that's a Wendigo for them. That's a Wendigo. For us, that's a skinwalker.
That's a like a story. Like my mom is half American Indian. Like my grandfather was full-blooded American Indian. He's from the Shinnecock tribe, and Shinnecock and Cherokee, a little bit of Cherokee. And like I remember my mom telling us stories like that when I was a kid. I don't really remember most of those stories because it's been years and years since I've heard them, but like she used to tell us like tribal stories of different like creatures that would take your soul but leave your body and leave your essence. But take your soul and capture it, and all types of crazy stuff like that. And like she had like a bunch of different superstitions that you deal with, like, hey, don't whistle there, or hey, don't put that on the ground, or don't do this, or throw salt over your shoulder type shit, like.
Oh yeah, that.
Like one of the superstitions for us, when you go to sleep, bed a certain way, because if you do and the sun rises, you're basically gonna wake up. You're waking up. You're facing the way dead people face.
Yeah, and dream catchers. She had a bunch of dream catchers in the house and stuff like that to capture all the bad spirits.
Yep.
And
that's why I have a dream catcher tattooed on my arm, because I used to have nightmares for like 5 straight years. Like I would be so scared to go to sleep. And then when I had the opportunity, when I was 18, to get a tattoo, I got a dream catcher. I haven't had a nightmare since.
What? So dream catchers are supposed to capture like nightmares?
Yeah, they're supposed to capture nightmares, and they're also supposed to enhance good dreams.
Yeah. But nowadays, for some called influencers, it's just a fashion thing. But for people like my tribe, it's serious.
Yeah, people take that serious. My mom has a dream catcher to this day. she always had one.
But I've told this story before, but nobody really believes me, of course, because they tell us you're not supposed to believe in it.
What happened?
One of the stories we're told about the Bigfoot in the woods is that you will smell something so bad it's gonna make you sick. And I remember several years ago, my friends, they were like, they heard about me going ghost hunting and whatnot, and they wanted to, get over the fear. And I was like, well, there's a trail behind the house. We can walk that trail and see if y'all can get over your fear, because it's pitch black back there. And all we have is flashlights. They're like, okay, let's go. So when we walk down this trail, something in the darkness, so much darker. There's a moon. It's so much darker. And I'm looking at it, and it's big. I'm like, what is that? I didn't tell nobody in the group. But then one's like, what is that smell? What is that smell? What is that smell? And they started freaking out. And then when I looked back at that shadow, I heard like a big old branch just snap. And a big loud footstep towards us. And when they heard that, and when I told them, I think I know what that is, y'all smell that? And they just my ass and took off before I even finished the damn sentence.
Jesus.
Wow.
I live on the reservation, ain't nothing but woods. You will hear something at night.
That's a note. That's a note for me. I don't like the woods. That's a note for me.
I'm a city boy.
Like what happened in Blair Witch, even though it was fake, but that can still happen to people, like going camping in the woods and shit, and you get lost. That will never happen to Miss Honey, because that's a no. That's a nope for me, bitch. Put me in a hotel. Maybe we'll do a cabin, but even then, that's a nope.
Facts. Yeah.
That's a nope.
I think I'm more comfortable in any hood than any woods. You
Fuck
put me in the woods, I'm scared out of my mind. I'm in the Yep. I can hear gunshots and sirens.
Yep, and I'll be sleeping like a baby.
Exactly. But as soon as I hear like a bird or like owls and or
even something outside of that, you hear a
yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? Like, calm down, to Wolf. How do you know that?
No.
Like,
I've never gone camping ever in my life.
That shit.
That shit scares shit out of me.
As a country boy, you know what's the most scariest thing though? In the woods.
What? Did we lose Steve?
I've been in the woods where I've camped or I've drinking with other people, but when you can hear, like, I don't know, birds or hell, even though it's scary as hell for us natives, an owl. If you hear that, it's cool. But when it's just silence, that's when you're a little nervous and you get that fear, like, what's here that all these birds and whatever is gone? There's no sound whatsoever.
I hate those movies where they show that, where they showcase that, where like you hear crickets and then like crickets don't say anything. And when you hear that, you know something is not right. If you hear no crickets and it's dead silence, bitch, get in that car and get the fuck out of there. Like, don't sit there and investigate. Hello? Like, what are you doing? What is a flashlight gonna do? Nothing. Your soul is gonna get taken, and your butt cheeks are gonna get clapped. Like, what the fuck? The fuck?
Like what y'all say? Y'all can sleep, gunshots and whatnot. I can live in the country, but have y'all ever seen the movie Strangers and the Strangers?
Yes, that's why I don't want to live out in the country. And especially when they go, "Why did you do this?" And she goes, "Because you're home." Like, what? Like, what? You killed me because I answered the phone or answered the door, bitch. No.
Yeah.
She said she wanted to live in the country. Like my ex-wife, she wanted to live in the country. I was like, okay, cool.
Nope.
And she's like, how about this? I was like, the next neighbor is 10 miles that way.
Fuck that bitch. That's like you're making a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie right there. Fuck. Screaming for help and no one can hear you. That's a no. That's a nope.
You just don't go. Wow. You don't go to the woods and expect nothing to happen. Like, I'm just saying, the woods are weird. You know what I'm saying? You never know what the fuck's out there.
Yep. You don't know who's out there.
Exactly. You hear so many crazy stories of people going missing in the woods and
fucking that.
Like
shit.
Even like,
oh, thank you, Skate.
The Latinos that have what, the chupacabra or whatever. No, I'm good. I ain't going nowhere near none of that. Nah,
like my favorite. My favorite story about woods is a family. You say it's not true, but the family saying it is. There is a story in Kentucky where a family said they battled aliens for several hours.
What?
I think wasn't that like a movie and it was very real? It was like it was like in bits and pieces, and someone put it on. I want to say YouTube. I remember seeing it. I got scared the fuck out of my mind because it was so real. It was just like them recording from their phones or something like that. And it was like either Thanksgiving celebration or Christmas, something around the holidays. And their house, I think, was also in the woods. And I forgot how it started. Either someone went outside to go smoke a cigarette and they never returned or something. And then next thing you know, like one by one, it was like the family was picked off. Like it was like just weird shit happening. And then at one point you did see like little gray aliens. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is a movie, goddamn. If not, fuck. Like, Lord.
A lot of movies come from reality. A lot of movies come from
they do.
And they just pretend like it's fake. No, a lot of that shit is real.
If it's a movie, I bet you it's based on the story because, well, might have done it for dramatic purposes, but in the story that I know, nobody died. It's just, it was a celebration, but it was like in those times where, no phones.
Mm-hmm.
But what it was is, it got to that part, somebody went outside to smoke, but when they came back, they were like, there's somebody at the edge of the woods staring at the house. And when the brothers went out there, they're like, get away from this house. Who are you? More of them showed up and they just started shooting at them, and then they just kept coming and kept coming. Finally, in the morning, somebody left the house and told them we just had a battle. And police went down there and saw all these gunshots and all these things, and they were like, and in the field they found a fucking crop circle and shit. So they're like, something happened here.
Aliens are definitely real. It's literally mathematically impossible for this planet to be the only planet in the universe.
Not only mathematically, but you are an egotistical fucking person. Like, we are not the most intelligent human or intelligent being in this universe. No, we're not. We're not. I know. I'm just saying we're not. But like, we can't be the only thing that's intelligent to talk and do all that we've done so far, and to think that we're the only ones in this universe. You're a fucking stupid fuck, and go like, shut the fuck up. Like, are you serious? Like, no. There's other aliens. I'm sure there's other species. Yeah. I can't wait.
I'm pretty sure there's civilizations that are billions of years old.
I can't wait until we finally. I'm sure we'll probably be gone by then. I hope we're not. But I hope there's a comes in time and place to where we meet these other species. I can't think of the name. It's the same people who made Fifth Element, but it was different.
The Greys, kind of.
No, motherfucker.
Okay.
1,000 Planets or something like that, to where like they showed. Yes, Valerian something. Oh God, yes, that movie is great because it's by the same people who did Fifth Element, but it's different. In the beginning of the movie, it shows human beings interacting slowly with other species, and we created an international space station which holds over millions and different species and life forms. That movie. I would love for that to actually fucking happen. And
did we watch that in Discord?
Yes, we did. And I'll watch that shit over and over and over again because it's amazing. It's amazing.
For me, when me and my ex-wife used to talk about aliens, he would be like that, why can't the government tell us? And I would tell her, just imagine for some people, you are not the only one here. That is scary for some people.
Some people will fucking kill themselves.
How would you feel if they actually show us? Do you know how some people will react?
Because they think that God is what made us. So to know that there's another species.
I told you.
Yeah, to know that there's another species, they will go insane and their whole life will just be blown up in their face.
Yeah. Like I said, religion has to be its own fucking podcast.
No, it will. There'll be a lot of episodes that we will talk about it multiple times, not just one.
Yeah, that has to be its own thing, because...
Right?
Yeah.
So do you have any other? This has been an awesome conversation so far.
Yeah. The whole space travel thing, like, I believe there has to be a lot of civilizations out there that have the technology to reach us.
I would love,
there has to be.
I would love to meet some of them or all of them.
Did y'all hear me about I said about the radio signal?
The radio?
Yeah, the radio signal. That somewhere in the, I think, 90s. NASA sent out a radio.
No. That we've been sending out radio waves for years, ever since broadcasting started.
But that's what I mean. In the 90s, one of the radio signals actually got a response.
Oh.
Dude,
I
know what you're talking about.
They took that shit and made it into a movie.
It was one, one signal. They heard something in one area of space, and they kept trying to find that area of space, and they couldn't find it again. They couldn't find that sound anymore. So it could have been a certain star blowing up. It could have been anything. They don't know what it was. But they just assumed that it was intelligent life trying to contact us. But I think of it like this. If they wanted to contact us, they would have.
Facts.
Then again, you heard about the Earth being, there's a theory about the Black Knight satellite.
The Black heard about that one? Yeah. That's the alien satellite that's supposedly surveilling us at all times.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the size of a planet, but it's invisible.
No, not that one. No, not that one. There is something.
It comes from that. There's supposed to be an invisible planet that also has satellites that are next to the moon that are surveilling us at all times.
Wait, pause. What?
Yeah.
Send me shit on that. I have not heard that, and that's fucking freaky as fuck.
All right, I gotta look it up.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
What is going on?
If you Google,
I seen that. You know where I seen that? I seen that on I think Naked Earth on the National Geographic's like way back in the day.
If you look up the Black Knight, honey, if you look up the Black Knight satellite, I think there's pictures of it.
Black Knight satellite.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Batman movie.
Like I know, right? But it's called the Black Knight, KNIGT, the Black Knight satellite. That there is something orbiting our Earth and nobody's claiming it. and it actually looks like a satellite.
There's also a theory that our sun is a binary sun.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Binary means
There's two suns.
There's two suns. The one is just too
Behind-
far out
What?
for us to see it.
Yo.
I think I saw something like that, but that second sun is bigger than our sun.
Yeah, it's bigger than our sun.
Okay,
But
I do. Okay,
it's
I don't know
so
if this
far
is
out that we
a.
can't see it.
I don't know if this is a conspiracy theory. We didn't also touch on the flat earthers either. One of my ex-boyfriends was one, and he would force me to listen to shit. But there is one evidence what flat earthers use to prove that it's a flat Earth. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. I just remember it was like a Red Bull. Wait, hold on. There was a Red Bull like video of him jumping from like space, and he goes through Earth's atmosphere, and he comes down, and he like parachutes down. And there's a point in the video to when he, I guess when he's up above Earth a little bit, and he gets to see it, and they said that the way he reacts, like he does react kind of like oh my god, but that could just be like, oh my god, I'm in space, or that could be, oh my god, Earth looks different. And that's what they use as an argument, saying that he saw that the Earth was flat and he really wasn't in orbit, he was in some kind of space level. I forgot the term that they use.
He's in the stratosphere.
No.
That's as high as any human can go without.
Well, he did pass out and then like halfway through he woke up, because obviously he's fucking parachuting down into Earth. And I forgot what altitude he was at, but he was high.
Isn't Kyrie Irving a flat earther?
Yeah,
yes.
All right, I've traveled this whole fucking planet. Like, it's not flat.
No, I know it's not. I know it's not. But there's a handful of people who think that it is.
It's also people who believe that our planet is a flat plate on the back of a fucking turtle. Like, are you serious?
And there's also people who think that JFK will come back and save them, like he's Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
So I think we will end the podcast at that amazing moment.
Oh, man.
Yes, Steve.
There's gonna be people that listen to this podcast and think, I bet you they're wearing tinfoil hats right now.
No, we're not.
For real?
No, we're not.
We're gonna look like those guys from the movie Signs. We're gonna have
I
like
know.
on top of our head.
Stupid.
But you know what? It's all theory and it's all fun. It's just, you know?
I mean, there's some I believe way more than others, and I will go to the grave believing in that. But
we're just discussing some of the stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
We barely touched the surface on all.
Oh, I know we did. There's more. Like
so,
we should do an episode on cults.
Oh man,
I love cults. Yes. Okay, we have so much to talk about after this podcast.
About the biggest fucking cult.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. We'll have to touch on that.
Like you say, there's some things you believe in wholeheartedly. There's some things you say you believe in wholeheartedly. Me too. Like, I believe wholeheartedly we found something in the ocean, and that's why we're leaving.
Yeah, I believe
that's
that.
Why we left it alone.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I focus on the moon and Mars, more so Mars. That's why I still think we found something on the moon, and that's why we're going to Mars now.
Honestly, I still think that
if we're still going to the moon, we're fighting whatever the fuck they found, but we're focused on.
I don't think they're fighting it. I think they're working with it, whatever it is. You know, there's also theories that the moon is an egg.
The
or a hollow moon theory. Yeah, there's a hollow moon theory as well.
Oh my god, I want to dive into
you know what? Now that Skate said that about, we're working with them. Look at the technology.
Yeah, our technology. Right, from like the 1950s till now, we have jumped massively.
No, yeah, we have.
As far as technology goes,
have.
Like either we are engineering stuff from
I think we are,
technology,
which we are
giving us.
I think it's both.
technology.
I think it's both.
It's impossible for us to go from like just learning how to make engines to what we have now, you know?
Right, electric cars and shit. Soon we'll have like flying cars like in Back to the Future.
Flying cars already exist.
I know, but not on the mainstream like it is in Back to the Future.
Oh no, but you know why they don't? The only reason why they don't exist
Or Fifth Element.
in the mainstream is because these rich people are still trying to make money off of fossil fuels. That's the only reason.
Fuck that shit. Come to fucking California. Our gas just went up again. We're like at $6 now.
Yeah, it's gas is crazy everywhere.
So just be thankful you live where you live because it's horrible. Thankfully I have a hybrid. I don't fill my tank like every 14 days. But even still, it's still expensive. Like the fuck.
You know, they've created light bulbs that can last for thousands of years.
I'm sure.
They'll never release that shit to the public because they would lose money. It's all about profit. That's what it is. Everything's about profit.
Who can one up? Who can one up one another? We would actually be a lot further in society if we all came together, and all these nations would come together and stop trying to one up each other.
That's the thing. They don't want you to come together because they can't control you if you're together.
Yeah.
But our technology would be a lot better than what they are right now if everybody came. I actually think we would actually be in space by now.
Yeah, we would.
We are in space right now.
No, we would actually have space stations where there would be stations.
No, I know what he's talking about.
We do.
Right,
we would actually have floating colony spaces than what we then.
Where civilians can be there too. That's what he's talking about. Like the whole Star Trek shit.
They're just not workers. They're actually citizens of it.
Yep.
But everybody has to one up each other, so we don't have that.
No, we don't.
It's not that honestly, believe it or not, they probably are working together. They just don't want the masses to know about it because they're trying to divide so they can control. It's divide and conquer, bro. That's what their whole thing is. They're fucking separating everybody, getting everybody to fight amongst each other, so they can keep fucking doing what they're doing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Don't like they just waving the keys in front of you. Here, pay attention to this. Don't pay attention to what I'm doing over here. It's exactly what the fuck's going on.
Sleight of hand.
Yep, they sleight of hand. Exactly.
Yeah, like you just said, we're fighting over here. We're fighting this. We're fighting that. But look, we're doing this
while they robbing us blind, left and right. Do you realize since the pandemic started, billionaires have almost tripled their worth?
Yeah, I noticed that. It's fucking bullshit. That's what the fuck it is. The fuck?
And poverty is getting
worse
and worse. You know
you
why?
See, you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm looking for my own place. And out here in LA are just, I don't even have this period. It's just ridiculous. The shit that they're asking for to rent an apartment. Like, really? It's in a not so good neighborhood. Your apartment is still from the early 1990s, and you're asking for a $1,700 rent per month apartment, but yet you want my FICO score to be 720? Get the fuck out of here. Why would I? If I had a FICO score that high, I would not be getting an apartment. I would be buying a house. You stupid bitch. I don't get this shit. And a lot of the shit doesn't come with like central air and heating. It's nothing. It's like and it's gotten worse because LA has become, what is that word? Gentrified.
This is being destroyed.
No, I know, but I'm just saying certain cities like LA, for example, is being gentrified to where because they're building so many billions of dollar stadiums, and the ghetto part of LA, like Inglewood, SoFi Stadium is built. So therefore, that pushes a lot of people out of Inglewood. Why? Because prices are going up. Houses are going up.
Yep.
And there's not only that. SoFi Stadium was built. The Clippers are going to get their own fucking stadium. And a soccer stadium was built by Will Ferrell and a lot of other actors who create another soccer team for Los Angeles. And even the Chargers still need a stadium built. Like, what the fuck, dude? And so that makes it getting an apartment now in LA impossible. And they now wonder why people are living in RVs. There's a huge homeless population in in LA more so than it was before.
They've been pushed out.
Yeah, because it's so stupid. And then like you try to go apply for apartment, and they're so focused on your fucking credit. Which credit does play a part, but it shouldn't be solely on that. If you see that I'm a nurse and I've been in my career for almost 10 years, I've been with the same company for almost 10 years, and you're gonna deny me over missed payments 3 years ago, what the fuck is your problem? Who gives a fuck about that missed payment, bitch? I need a place to live. Like, are you kidding me? I will pay this shit every month and fuck all my other bills. Like, do you not get the concept of if someone needs a roof over their head? And because you're denying me because I have a credit score not to your par, are you like, it's asinine thinking. But yet you don't want to renovate your apartments. You still have carpet. It's still crappy. But yet you want to charge $18, $19, $2,000, $3,000 for a fucking studio. Like, really? Is that where we're going?
Studios
the fuck,
in New York
dude?
were like extremely expensive in the 90s. Let alone now.
Crazy.
What's up, Retro? Welcome to
that
the
problem as well too, because of the fact that Jacksonville has actually gone up 25% over the last year since COVID. The market right now is actually a seller's market because everybody who actually bought homes can actually make 25% more.
Yeah, the seller markets out here too. I fucking hate it.
My house has went up like $100,000 since this pandemic started.
Yep, same thing.
And like what you said,
crazy.
It's crazy.
Like my state, our first neighborhood in our state in Jackson, Mississippi. My God, you can go to your mailbox and get shot, but they want about $2,500 a month for rent.
It just makes no sense. But yet minimum wage is still low. That makes no sense. Like cost of living has gone up, but yet
have not gone up.
Exactly.
Wages have actually gone down.
And out here in LA County, they actually went up to 15, but even now that's now considered low. Like we need to be talking about like 23, 24. I know. But they talked about 15 an hour so long as that's no longer needed. We need higher now. And who knows how long that's gonna take to change, because it took forever for them to go to 15. So it's just like, what the fuck, dude?
From like the 60s, if wages kept up with inflation, we would literally be making about $40 an hour.
That's what I'm making currently, and I don't care that you guys know that. And I'm only a licensed practical nurse, but I make the highest. I'm saying I make the highest for my profession only in California. If I was a nurse in another state, I would be making way less. Way less. That's why I'm going to become an RN. I'm going to make even more than that because I'm in Cali. But I don't plan to be in Cali. Why? Because Cali fucking sucks and I can't stand it. The drivers make me want to have a fucking brain aneurysm every fucking day. Like, I can't take it here.
But since you
I'm going to murder somebody. Not really, but I'm going to murder somebody.
Yeah, Steve.
What did he say?
$10 until tomorrow.
They bought like $5-10 to the ball.
Shut the fuck up. Steve always says that. That's because I said I make $40 an hour.
I get paid in the morning. Let me just borrow $10.
Well, motherfucker, I'm in school too.
Oh shit.
I pay a tuition fee of like almost $500 a month on top of all my other bills, sweetheart. But in 2 years, it'll pay off. I'll be an RN making double or triple than what I'm making now. So
I'm gonna up it then. Let me borrow $20.
Oh, fuck your $20. You're gonna roll up and shut up your ass.
Let me borrow $20 until tomorrow.
Smile on your face. Love you.
Or do you want me to be like South Park? Let me borrow about $350.
Stupid.
This nigga.
$350.
Lord,
I need about $350.
this has been an interesting podcast so far. It's almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 33. So I'm gonna shut up.
Anytime you want me to participate, you know I'm more than welcome to.
I know. I'm gonna have so many ideas, but we're gonna cut it short because the first podcast was like literally almost 2 hours. This is an hour and 33. So I'm gonna cut it off right here so then I can edit it and hopefully promote it or publish it by the end of the night. So I appreciate everyone here. Thank you so much for coming to the Honey Hive podcast. I can't believe this is a thing now. God damn. God damn. I've been talking about doing this for so long and it's finally happening. and I already have like the next 3, right? Like, and I actually have the next 3-4 episodes kind of planned out. Definitely the next 2, which I will talk about right now. I'll let you guys know. So my next podcast episode will be definitely my good friend. Everyone knows who he is, Astro RC. I love you, bro. I met his ass on TikTok, and me and him have been like that since day one. I support him. He supports me. Really good friends, and I love you, Astro. So that's gonna be my next episode. I need to plan it. Come up with some questions. My OG family, I would love it if you can send me questions that you want me to ask Astro. I want it to be more. Shut up. It's gonna be more of like just truly getting to know who he is, because if you guys don't know who he is, he's really amazing. Especially with him trying to do this whole FaZe Clan thing. It's just wow. So that's definitely gonna be the next one. I hope he gets it too.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I hope so.
And then the one,
I just have one question. Why you wearing a goddamn helmet?
Because if you follow his TikTok, there's actually a TikTok that responds to why he does it. Because the FaZe Clan people actually said that if you wore a bucket on your head or something like that, you stand out. And so he ran with it, and that's why he's doing that. So it makes sense. That's why.
I love you, Astro. Just so you know, I do. Goddamn, take that damn helmet off for a minute.
Hilarious. And then I
forgot what Astro looks like.
Right?
I didn't.
Just go to his earlier streams. You'll know what he looks like. And then the next one will be about another good friend, Judo. Very good, amazing streamer. I have a lot of questions to ask him, especially about his Discord community. I want to get the ins and outs of how he grew it so fast.
Judo.
But yeah, both creators are amazing. They are constantly involving their brands, which is very inspiring, and I admire that. I like it that when people don't stay complacent and just not change. And those two are definitely day one people on Twitch that I fuck with, and I still will. I always will. So yeah, that's my plan for my next 2 episodes so far. Obviously, I'm gonna record a lot with OG family from just this podcast alone. I have so many ideas of what I want to talk about. I definitely would love to have an episode with Retro and Blaze. Even if with just me and Skate, there's so many possibilities and so many combinations. Even people who are sitting here and listening, I would love to talk to other Black creators. Fuck Black History, because it's the shortest month of this year. It's gonna be Black History all year in the Honey Hive podcast. So I would love to feature not only just a Twitch creator, but also any other Black creator that I meet in this journey or I already know. Look out for my DMs, because I will definitely be reaching out and talking to people, because that would be amazing. I would love to highlight you guys. I want to try to do it at least once a month, maybe twice a month. I'll highlight a creator, a Twitch, and a Black creator. Actually, no, we're gonna do twice a month. It'll be it'll be one will be a Twitch creator, and one will be a solely Black creator, and I will talk the fuck out of your ear, and you will get to promote your shit and talk about who you are as a person, gamer, creator, and all that shit. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming. This has been amazing. I don't know what to say. You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Skate. Thank you, Revo and Retro. I know you guys came at the end, but hopefully we'll have a whole...
There will be more.
I know, there'll definitely be more. This is just episode 2, and it's... Who knows where this is going to take us? Yes, who knows where this is going to take us, and I fucking love it. So thank you guys for being here. I will upload this to my YouTube only. Oh, I also need to make that announcement. My podcast will be solely on YouTube. I'll try to also stream it as well. I think next episode I will, probably when I talk to Astro or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know. My Discord would know more than anyone else. So join the Discord, please. But
can I end it with something?
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
What?
Am I gonna get paid for this?
I'm gonna fucking cut you.
Yeah.
Ignore Steve.
Yo, Steve. Yo, we got your paycheck right now.
Yeah, we got your paycheck right now. I'm gonna direct deposit to you.
No attention.
Right? You fucking idiot.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna go and pay my bills real quick.
Right?
I gotta wrap this up.
So on that note, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Please catch Miss Honey live
I
on
don't get
Twitch.
paid for this. I'm gonna
Shut
take
up.
some tips from Ice.
Please catch Miss Honey live gaming on Twitch. Her podcast will be on YouTube. The link will be in my link tree. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great night.
Y'all.